going on, guys? Eric here from Joseph VT, bringing you guys another video. This time I'm bringing a comparison video between the Series 5 and the Series 4. So basically there's not much different. The biggest thing from the Series 4 to the Series 5 is this always on display. So with the technology that Apple put into this screen, having the always on display is actually awesome. So basically it'll fade out. As you guys can see, it's darkened out right now, but it will stay on. It'll dim the screen, and it usually shows only the time. So depending on the face that you have will determine what type of time will be shown. Sometimes you might have like the full clock and everything like that, but on here, when it dims out, it just makes that time right there just pop a little bit more. Compared to the Series 4, it just says low battery right down there. But the Series 4, it doesn't have that feature based off the screen technology that Apple put into this and some other features, stuff like that. But that is the number one biggest difference, as the always on display. But I can show you guys from here. So as you guys can see from right there, let's see if I can get a better picture. So right there, you can't really see too much of a difference. Still the scroll wheel, microphone, then your haptic feedback button right there. Then whatever bands you have from basically the Series 1, actually no, Series 2 and beyond should fit these. Actually no, correction. What's going on, guys? It's Eric here from Joseph VT, bringing you guys another video. This time I'm going to do a comparison between the Series 5 and the Series 4. So basically the biggest difference between the Series 5 to the Series 4 is just the always on display. As of right now, the Apple Watch is turning off, but it will stay on depending on what you have as like your background to show everything you want. Like on mine, I have battery percentage, phone, text message, the time, the weather, reminders, and the date. But if you had like just a clock, it would dim to only showing that clock. But on this one, it'll just dim to only show the time right there. So that's the biggest feature that makes the Series 5 better than the Series 4. Now, is it really worth upgrading to the Series 5 if you have the Series 4 like I did? If you get your money back and you can make it seem like the Series 5 is almost cheap or basically free for you depending on what you're selling to get the Series 5. The Series 4 you could probably get close to like $300 out of it. It retails I think for like $370, somewhere in there, $380. Now when it's on sale it might go all the way down to like $350, but Series 5 is like $430 or whatever. But going up, you're not really getting that much better features. The always on display is the best feature. There's more sensors, stuff like that in the Series 5, but I would say as of right now, if you have the Series 4 and maybe even the Series 3, there's really no need to upgrade until Apple makes a significant leap forward to be like, okay, this is a watch that everyone needs to have. These are the features everyone was always requesting from us that we finally put into the watch that you guys are actually going to love. But as of right now, it's not even really worth it. Battery life somehow, which is insane, still lasts as long as my Series 4. I would say the difference could be within 5 hours. This might die faster, but it also depends on what type of screen face you have. Like I have a lot going on. My Apple Watch is constantly syncing with my phone to do weather updates. So it's constantly pulling in data, which means the battery's going to go down a lot quicker. But it still basically lasts me almost 2 days. I would say probably a day and I don't know, 3/4 before it died or whatever. So basically a whole work day for me. Then like an hour after I came home from work, it lasted, then it died. So honestly, it's really not worth upgrading. I can show you guys a side by side to show you that pretty much everything on the side is the exact same. You guys can see one of the sensors right there. But let's see if I can get this in the light a little bit. So, as you can see, it's basically the same. You got your little scroll wheel, microphone, haptic feedback button. When it comes to the bands still fit from the Series 4 to the Series 5. Then on this side you still have your volume that would come out of here, stuff like that. On the back, literally looks the exact same. Not much of a difference. Obviously just sensors, really that's the biggest thing. So is it worth spending an extra $100 something, depending on if you sell it or how much you sell it for, or whatever you might do. Like if you have like the Series 1, Series 2, highly recommend upgrading to the Series 5, because now you're getting all the latest features and stuff like that. And you get in the battery life of the Series 4 with plus some features. Now, for some people, they're like, well, I don't really need all those features. I don't really need the always on display. I always can flip my wrist and it's going to turn on. So, granted, that doesn't work all the time, but it's pretty accurate what it feels and knows when the screen needs to turn on. But it's nice just to always just turn your wrist over and you already can see on the screen without even touching it, which is super nice. But honestly, guys, this is a pretty quick video. There's not really that much difference. I would say stay where you're at unless you have a Series 1 or Series 2. Even a Series 3, you can stay where you're at. Definitely a Series 4, but there's no need to upgrade. I'd wait until they come out with something significantly better, like 4 days of battery life, 5 days of battery life, or something insane, to where you're like, okay, my watch only lasts a day because I get all these notifications. I'm always constantly on it. I'm sending text messages, answering calls, and stuff like that. Then wait until they make a significant impact to where it's useful to upgrade. As of right now, I would tell you not upgrade. The only reason I did it is because this new Apple Watch is only costing me like $40 to buy, based off of selling this one and a gift card I had. So it was a no-brainer for me. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.